good, or you did this, or you did that.
Nah.
I basically read through the script, right? That's about all I did. And if I wouldn't have been the one reading through the script, and it was you instead, you probably would still have 6 people interested.
Right.
And if you did that the next day, now you probably have 12 people. And so, again, I personally, opportunity seekers is not my favorite way to build. It's not something that I've spent a lot of time for many years, because I prefer building the list of networkers that have paid money on ads, that are responsive enough when I put out the bait to come back and pitch me. All of those things that we talked about. Those are the things that I recommend that people do day in and day out. But building that list of networkers takes a little bit of time.
Dan, how big would you say the market is of opportunity with networkers? Just because you think of
just in the United States, there's approximately 15 million people that are currently involved in network marketing, and tens of thousands or hundreds of thousands joining every single day. So it's unlimited. You're never going to run out of network marketers if that's all you're focusing on. And you should never have to pay for a network marketing lead.
And then the reason I ask that is to sort of, is there kind of an undercurrent with all of you feeling like when we're talking about going after networkers that there might not be enough of them? Do you feel that way a little bit, that are you gonna find the right person, or I don't know if I'm just okay.
My feeling is that
Here,
just like we are in love with O2, we're going to be locating network marketers that's in love with whatever they're doing. And so I get everything Dan is saying about captivating them, piquing their interest. But at the end of the day, are they ready to leave their company and trust us?
Yeah, we have a ton of people leave O2 every single day. 7 days a week, we have people leave. Every company does. Every company has people leave every single week, 7 days a week. We also have people join 7 days a week. And some
Could you add something home?
I'm sorry, Mr. Button, but I just wanted to address her question. When that happens to me, addressing other network marketers who like where they are, I simply say to them, I'm not asking you to leave where you are. Take a look at this as something to add on to. Yeah. Because ironically, that's the exact same thing that was said to me to come to O2.
Well,
We're adding this on to make money where we're not making money currently.
Right.
Is an add-on. Uniquely enough, it became the primary.
Okay.
And I left that other industry.
Okay.
So
That makes sense.
it's a good
yeah.
answer.
And I would make the assumption that probably at least 80% of the people in this room were in another network marketing company when they joined O2, or currently in other network marketing companies. So it's just what happens. At the end of the day, every company has a rotating door. And sometimes the same people come back. I used to always think it was funny when you'd have something like an email, O2 forever, O2 for life, canceling. Like 30 days.
Right.
But it happens.
Right.
And I don't care when people quit. I honestly don't.
Right.
Because what's good for them, if they're not making it here, I hope they find somewhere that they can make some money and reach their dreams and break through that ceiling and again break that cycle and do what it is. All I try and do is create the best opportunity in the industry for duplication and retention.
Right. You've
And
done
I
it.
personally feel as long as we do that,
Yeah.
we're going to succeed.
You've done it.
And here's one thing I really want to point out. We're in a game, so to speak, here that has no time limit.
Right.
So if you're doing something without a time limit and you don't quit, how do you lose?
You don't.
How can you lose somebody who never quits?
Right.
You can't.
Right? And that's how I feel about myself and about our company. Really, the only way that it goes down is if I quit, right? And it's the same thing with your business. So if you're working with somebody who doesn't quit, then it's going to succeed. And so, in fact, when we were in Mexico, that's the same thing that I told them. I said, I know that this is going to succeed in Mexico because we're not going to quit. And we don't have a time limit. It's not like, football or baseball or basketball. That's just who's winning at that end of the time. Have you seen some games that if it just went another 2 minutes,
Yeah, it would have
they
changed.
would have been a different winner?
Yeah.
Some if it would have went just another 2 seconds.
Right.
Some a tenth of a second, it would have been a different winner. There's no time limit in this. So, again, if you don't quit, you can't lose.
Right.
You may not be winning this second,
Right.
but if you don't quit, who knows?
Well, I
Things
see
change.
it, Dan. If you're taking your drops, you already winning.
Yeah.
Because it's something everybody
Well,
needs.
and that's the whole thing.
Yeah.
It's such an interesting thing in this business.
Right.
There's not a possible way that people lose. You simply buy a product that many people would use anyways,
Right.
and now you become a business owner. I mean, good grief, what's an easier business than that? And you still have all the tax benefits of somebody who just spent hundreds of thousands of dollars on a
Right.
business.
Yeah.
Right.
And most of the time, you have a bigger potential because we're in a world economy.
Right.
We have a global business. And again, many people have met my parents. In Rock Springs, Wyoming, in the furniture business, you have competitors and you have a very limited population. That's not a business that's unlimited unless you want to open up furniture stores in every single community around the world. And it was much more expensive than $40 to start the business. And you have much more on the line if it doesn't work out. Sometimes that's good, sometimes that's bad. Sometimes people have told me that they feel that the startup cost of network marketing needs to be more difficult and more people would succeed. I don't personally believe that. I think the same people would succeed. I think that somebody who spends $5,000 on a business and has to scrape it up and borrow the money would succeed in a $40 business or a $20 business. And every business, whether they spend $5,000 or $20,000 or $50,000, they have a low success rate, right? So it's not the startup cost. It's right here. It's the person. It's their drive.
Right.
It's how bad do they want to change their situation.
Right.
That's what determines success. And so that's why we don't feel that we need to raise our startup costs. We don't feel that we need to make people buy every product.
Right.
I've always felt in a company, if you want people to buy more products, then make better products that people want to buy.
Exactly.
You know, the thing that has created a negative perception in the hundreds of millions of people in the United States and the billions of people around the world about network marketing is mostly the network marketing industry's fault. A lot of it is they just did things that make no sense. And I've told so many company owners this. I can tell just by looking at your compensation plan, you have zero faith in your product. So if you have no faith in your product, why should I have faith in your product?
Right.
Because if you had any faith at all in your product, I could buy one bottle and make unlimited income.
Yeah.
So you've already described to me you have no faith. All you're doing is copying other people and hoping that you can play the network marketing game. What we're trying to do is give people a real opportunity
Right.
that may not exist otherwise. So there's big differences, you know. A lot of times we're not going to attract the so-called gurus of network marketing because they want a $1,000 package, a $1,500 package. The reason they want that, that's the only way they can survive. They're only surviving on fast starts. And then eventually they get lucky and find somebody else that has the drive and stuff like that. It's a luck business, remember. I'm the first to admit that. But you create your luck.
Right.
Does that make sense?
Make a lot of sense.
So you have to have a lucky break in life. There's people that have bad breaks. And there's people that dwell on that bad break and let it define them. There's other people that have bad breaks. They learn from it, they become stronger, and they let it define them, but in a different way. So again, it's all what we do. We're in control here. And that's what we try and do in our business, is allow every single person that raises their hand and says, hey, I'm tired of, you know, this ceiling, these people telling me what to do all the time. I'm tired of it. I want opportunity. Because in order to change, there has to be opportunity. That's why so many people are attracted to America, because they feel there's more opportunity. That's why so many network marketing companies in America are attracted to other countries, because there's very little opportunity. So when people are presented the opportunity, they work harder. If you can just go get another job, then again, the opportunity of network marketing isn't necessarily as attractive. But if there isn't another job available, and you see opportunity, you work harder. But again, don't get me wrong, the United States is still #1 in everything that the Direct Sellers Association puts out. So a lot of people use the excuse of, oh, there's too much competition, nobody's interested. There's interested people. There's companies doing conventions with tens of thousands of people, 30,000, 50,000. There's people making millions of dollars. Now there's people making millions of dollars per month. What did that business cost them? Typically a couple $100 or less.
Right.
That doesn't happen in traditional business. Why doesn't everybody want to be a business owner? Again, perception, their mind. That's what we're out to do. Now here's the last thing that we're going to do, and a little bit late, but not too bad. This is the most important thing. If you do take nothing else out of what we've gone through this day, the belief in the system is as important as it gets. In network marketing, in coaching, in anything. I'm somebody who happens to like sports a lot. And you have teams that you follow, and you follow different your people. And typically, the winners aren't the players. The winners are the best coaches who get the players to do one thing. They get the players to believe in their system. What happens with losing teams that may have more talent is they're questioning all their coaches. They think they know better. And so what happens is that they don't have any unity with their team. The whole definition of like synergy is everything together creates something bigger. And that's what happens when you believe in your system. People want somebody, again, that's passionate. They want somebody with vision. They want somebody that knows where they're going. They want somebody, again, to raise their hand and become the leader that they can follow. And again, there's nothing wrong. There's millionaires in network marketing that are followers. Not everybody has to be the leader. But you need a leader. Does that make sense? You need somebody that's going to come out. And that leader needs to believe in the system. Because the actual how effective the system is so much in the belief. And here's what we feel. Obviously, we feel the O2 system is the best. And the reason we feel that is just because we're doing so many things that nobody else is doing. I'm not saying it's the most successful. I'm not saying, obviously, it's not the biggest company. But I still am not convinced that there's anything that competes. Again, I'm very confident in our products, all of our products that we have. Here's the thing I love about network marketing. I tend to try not to knock products too much. I may talk a little bit about synthetics, and something like a fancy word for synthetic might be pharmaceutical grade. Because in order to be pharmaceutical, you have to be synthetic. So if you have something that's pharmaceutical grade, they're just admitting everything we have is 100% synthetic, created in a lab. That's what it is. Are there any natural pharmaceuticals? Doesn't exist and will never exist. Because it has to be exactly the same every single time you take it. There can be no variance. Is there variance in nature? Of course there is. But again, here's what I know. There's products that have been proven to basically be sugar water and nothing beneficial in that product. That have cured cancer, that have given people more energy, that have allowed people to sleep better, that have made amazing things happen in their life. How does that happen? Placebo effect.
What they believe.
The better people market, the better the people that believe in it, the better the product works. I guarantee it. I did, just as an example, my degree's in psychology. Two things that I was somewhat interested in at the time that I did my main papers on. One was the placebo effect. Study it. It will blow your mind. The brightest scientists on the planet that have almost an unlimited budget to spend hundreds and hundreds of millions of dollars can rarely beat a sugar pill. Rarely. Most of the pharmaceuticals that people are testing never make it past the placebo testing. How crazy is that? It's unbelievable how powerful this is. Both ways, for us or against us. So if you want to be successful in any company, you have to have the belief. If you don't have the belief, people feel it. You know, I don't know how many people have done the voice analyzer. I know some people have. It comes out in your voice. It comes out in your mannerisms. People can tell, even sometimes over the phone. So again, I believe in our products. I think that they're beneficial. I think every single living thing, not human being, every single living thing can benefit from O2. And again, 100% safe. Can be used in the eyes. Can be, again, amazing product. The other products aren't for everybody. Not everybody's going to love Daybreak. Not everybody needs Daybreak. But there's a lot of people that do.
Right.
Nightfall. Not everybody's going to love Nightfall. Not everybody needs Nightfall. But a lot of people do. O2, everybody needs.
needs
That's the
it.
center of the go.
Yeah.
And so when I tell people to take Nightfall, maybe a half hour to 45 minutes before they go to bed, what you're going to add to that right before you hit the bed is 15 to 20 drops of oxygen. Everybody needs more oxygen while they sleep because that's when the body goes in and repairs and regenerates itself. Same thing when you get up. If you work out and you take Daybreak as a pre-workout and you go to the gym, right after you're done with the workout, you're going to provide more oxygen because what you just did to those muscles while they're sore, you just created a tremendous amount of damage to the body. Now the body needs more oxygen. We have it. Again, all of the products work together. O2 Elite Sampling System. I believe with what we've created here, we have the best sampling system in the entire network marketing industry. All the samples, including shipping, handling, everything, 100% commissionable. You get to choose, everyone signing up, either setting up a free account, you get to choose if you want them to be a customer account or a distributor account. So we have all of those blog posts. There's 20 now. We're going to be adding anywhere from 1 to 2 every single week. New things that you can send out. You can always keep it in front of people. So again, very, very easy to use. The lead capture pages, I feel that I feel our leaders are as good as any. I feel 100% we have the best training in the industry. I don't think any company in the entire industry has the training that we have right in the back office for every single person. I've never seen it, ever. And I've studied this industry. I feel we have great videos, we have a great call center. Again, all of these things that we have. But what I don't feel we have, I don't feel that we have the strongest belief in all of these things. And that is what we need if we're going to take a team and really make something special happen. And again, whatever you decide to market, it's all the same. Somebody really wants to focus on Wealth Boss, we do the same thing. You build a list, you cultivate the list. That's just constant. It's all you do every single day. That's what a professional marketer does. As soon as you get comfortable, stop building your list, and don't have anything in the pipeline, that's when what happens quite often, in my opinion, that's when people start majoring in the minors. Now again, they're not minor to them, and I'm not saying that nothing that they're saying is important, but if people have 200 people in their pipeline every single month, almost 100% are excited about the business because they have things going on. When people have nobody in their pipeline, and their matching checks are getting smaller every month, and their binary pay is getting smaller every month, then what happens? Do they take responsibility for it? Some. But typically, it's the blame game. It's somebody else's fault. There's something wrong. Yeah, there is something wrong. I can explain to you exactly what's wrong. You're not talking to enough people. You're not building your list. You're not following the system. That's what's wrong. And I'm not saying, again, there's a lot of great companies out there. Every single company, we just taught you how to build. It doesn't matter which one. It's all the same thing. Find any product that you like. Find any leader that you like their vision. Stick with it. That's the bottom line. So again, hopefully, you guys got some information. I saw some people that I think that the understanding of how to build a list of network marketers, how to cultivate the list, how to build socially, how to build on Facebook. I think some people kind of saw some things that made a little bit of sense and worked the business. So the last thing I'm going to say, Don't waste your time and don't waste your money. Again, everybody spent time to be here right now. You just spent all day here. Could have been doing all kinds of things on a Saturday. A lot of people spent hundreds or thousands of dollars to get here. If you don't implement this in your business, you wasted your time and you wasted your money. And again, my goal is to not have that happen. So we're going to try and continue to add value by doing more trainings and stuff like that on the Monday Lunch and Learn and all of those types of things and keep this going. But you're not going to see a whole lot of different training coming out from Wealth Boss or different training come out from O2 Worldwide. It's going to be continue the fundamentals. Maybe we might approach some of the fundamentals in a different way because something else might click with you. But this is exactly what it takes to build a business. I doubt that any person that has built a significant business after hearing and going through this training would argue that this is what you do, that this is how you build it. These are the things that have to happen for you to build and be able to repeat the six-figure income. Again, you can leave it to luck. You never know what happens with luck. I mean, especially at the 100% match, you can match one person and make $100,000 a year. That can happen. That can be somebody that you didn't even talk to. Somebody else talked to them, and those people quit. And now they roll up, and now you're their sponsor. There's so many things. But again, if you don't stay in the business, you don't have the chance for that luck to happen. The last thing I'll end on, one of the things that I took the most, influenced me the most, was I was talking to a new skin distributor. I was actually playing golf with him. And I told him, and I think I was about 20 years old. I said, I know you've been extremely successful, and I really want to work hard and do this. If you were going to give me just one bit of advice, what would it be? And here's what he said: don't quit. He said, my sponsor quit. My sponsor quit. My sponsor quit. Went up 4 levels. My sponsor quit. And the person who I don't know, had nothing to do with me, I know them now, but I didn't know them, makes several $100,000 per year just off of my business. And I can tell you from examples of companies that we've helped launch and start, there's been people that within 60 days in matrix programs and stuff like that got in and quit within the first 60 days. But if they'd have stayed literally one more month, they would have made thousands and thousands of dollars every single month.
Wow.
Mike Controls knows that for 100% because he saw it in his organization. We had people quit within 60 days that had spillover in a matrix, so it wasn't a binary that you even had to balance, that the person who just didn't quit all of a sudden started making $4,000, $5,000, $6,000 a month off of somebody they had nothing to do with.
Right.
And these people quit within 60 days. It's not like it took this guy 2 or 3 years to join. So my question is, what in the world would have had to happen for you to stay in the company for 60 days? What were your expectations?
Right.
You know, even if you're a great marketer, 60 days is a lot to ask to build a big business.
Right.
Even if you're one of the best marketers, like I say. I think a lot of people have a stronger skill set. I think I have a good understanding of what it takes. But I never know how long it's going to take me to build something. I'd never take one of these money deals that they have when they give you 90 days or 6 months. Say I'll pay a bridge pay for $20,000 a month for 90 days. I don't know what I can do in 90 days, but I know what I can do in 2, 3, 4 years. And sometimes have I done it in 90 days? Yeah, I've done it in 90 days before. I've had some things that just clicked and went crazy. That was luck. It wasn't how it goes. But it doesn't have to take 2, 3, 4, 5 years. But if it takes 2, 3, 4, 5 years, you need to be there to make it happen.
Right.
So again, hopefully that you guys got some stuff from that. That's all we have for the day. Tommy did want to try and get some testimonial videos. Could be testimonial on the training, something you learned, product, new products, just anything that we can turn into videos to share. So if some people want to get with Tommy and share some testimonials and share some videos, then we definitely want to do that. We'll obviously be hanging around. There's a lot of groups that I'm going to be meeting with that had some questions. I want to give some people a round of applause, and I don't even know who they all are. I know that some of the groups that came up from Arizona, I know that we have several people that are in the audience right here that don't speak English. that drove and spent a lot of money. I mean, how would you like to have this presentation and sitting and have no clue what anybody's saying up here? There's people here right now that have done that and have waited all day long listening to me, you know, go on up here and haven't understood anything. And so I'm gonna spend a little bit of time with them with some translation and work there. But there's 5 or 6 people that we have that have some meetings, but I'll be here quite a while tonight. We have certificates of 100K team. Everybody who's stayed here and completed it, make sure and get your certificates before you leave. And be proud of them and make it happen.
Right.
I mean, I am honestly going to be disappointed in several people in this room. I'm not going to say any other names. If you're not making a 6-figure income by the end of the year, and I am going to call you. I'll still send you, you know, a Christmas card, but I'll send you a present.
We know who it
because
is.
I know you're capable.
Yeah,
of
we know
it.
who it is. Don't worry
And
about it.
again, I think the only thing holding some people back is themselves and their minds.
Yeah.
And break through that, and let's make some things happen.
Appreciate it.